Good. June 14th. I should have done that before I started. Is the connection between murder of two former GOP senators their desire to bring justice to pedophiles? I would have worded that a little bit differently. Bring justice to those victimized by pedophiles would be more accurate. But it turns out I was correct about these two individuals the first time around. They both were pushing for legislation in their districts or their states to put child predators to death. At least the man was. I'm not 100% sure about the woman yet, but the man up here, and I'll get to his name shortly. This article comes from Tim Brown, by the way. This man put in his legislation that these child predators should be executed, and I agree with that. And I think most people who've ever been molested by somebody or know somebody that's been molested, raped, would agree with this. A lot of people say, oh, well, the person's still alive. But here's the thing about that. When something like that happens to you, it kills a part of you. It really does. A lot of people, they end up with multiple personality disorder, PTSD, just you name it. You name it. The trauma from these things causes all those. So I really sympathize with people who this happens to. And not just children, women. Women get raped too. The problem about that one is you don't know when the women are lying, and oftentimes you can tell when a kid is coached. So, and women lie about being raped a lot. I mean a lot. So, you have to really be careful when you believe a female that she's been raped. The obvious question has been how. Oh wait, I didn't even. Last week, two former Republican state senators were found murdered in their homes within 2 days of each other. Speculation has arisen that the murders may be connected. And of course, I thought they were just simply due to they're both Republican. Just the probability of that happening is astronomical. And that's why I leaned that way. They're connected. The obvious question has been how. Is it possible that the connection between the murder of former Arkansas Senator Linda Collins Smith and former Oklahoma State Senator Jonathan Nicholas is his name? Jonathan Nicholas. He introduced legislation to put child predators to death. Okay. Oklahoma State Senator Jonathan Nicholas was that they both sought to bring justice to pedophiles, those who engage in human trafficking, and protect the innocent. I'm not really sure why they put that on there. Those who engage in human trafficking and protect the innocent. Oh, okay. So, what they're saying here is, are these people trying to protect the innocent by bringing justice to pedophiles, and human trafficking? I previously reported that Colin Smith was alleged to have closing in on a child trafficking network that was taking place in the state government there in Arkansas. And this is not anything new. All states are involved with this one way or another. Don't think the state you live in is an exception. None of them are exceptions. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In that report, I cited CD Media report that alleged this came from a source they had. Former Republican Arkansas State Senator Linda Collins Smith, who was found murdered in her home this week in Pocahontas, Arkansas, believed she was closing in on a child trafficking ring working from within the Arkansas state government, the report stated. So I've already covered, a lot of this, but we have to do everything we can to protect the children. They are the greatest asset we have, and we've already destroyed, since I've been alive, at least, 3 generations, through public schools, through social media, through, you name it, video games, although some of the video games are okay. That's how my son socializes. He plays Xbox Live parties, and that's how he socializes. And I'm not going to force him to do it any other way. If that's the way he wants to do it, that's up to him. So it does worry me, though. A verified source close to Collins Smith, told CD Media that she was about to go public with incriminating information on sitting judges in Arkansas who were involved in taking children from poor women via the Department of Human Services, Child Protective Services, if you want to call them that, in Arkansas, and selling them to wealthy individuals, the report added. And it's not like these wealthy individuals are taking these children to raise them. It could be the case some of the time, but most of the time, they're taking those children to do awful things to them. The source also disclosed that Collins Smith believed the perpetrators were using illegal aliens to facilitate the crimes, which included murdering the mothers of the stolen children. And that may explain why a lot of them migrants down there have children that don't that they're not parents to. However, there's more. According to a post at Project Speak, there was a lot of money missing in DHS/Child Protective Services, and the Clinton Foundation seemed to have benefited from this. Former State Senator Linda Collins Smith of Arkansas was found shot dead in her home 6/4/2019. She was working with DHS Insider to expose the missing $27 million from DHS Child Protective Services. These funds are being taken into trade, and the dividends are being filtered back to the Clinton Foundation or owned shell companies belonging to the Clinton Foundation. The missing $27 million was discovered when it was revealed that the DHS in Arkansas had 2 separate sets of books. Yeah, most government entities do. And that's one of the reasons why our country is in such bad shape financially. I mean, who the fuck would pay $700 for a toilet, $50 for a nut and bolt? It's ridiculous. So it turns out my instincts are probably dead on with this particular story. Federal law is consistently being violated by the Department of children and families caseworkers, and they are. I know personally. The Preventing Sex Trafficking and Strengthening Families Act, PL 113-183, or HR 4980, directs the state agency to report immediately information on missing or abducted children of or youth to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. 58 foster children missing in Kansas, 35 missing children listed on NCMEC. That's the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. 121 foster children missing in Kentucky, 14 missing children listed on MCMEC. So there's big discrepancies, not so much in the top one, but in the second one and the third one. 354 foster children missing in New York. That shouldn't be surprising. 78 missing children listed on NCMEC. 245 foster care children missing in Texas. 181 missing children listed on NCMEC. So, they've been highly underreporting the missing children, and they could have made a bundle on that many missing children. Finally, in the case of former Oklahoma State Senator Jonathan Nichols, had previously targeted child predators with the death penalty and sought to establish a child abuse response team. Nicholas had been fighting for this for some time, as far back as 2000, and this was reported. The Oklahoma legislature has taken strong action to combat child abuse in Oklahoma, passing a bill that would subject child predators to the death penalty and establish the Child Abuse Response Team within the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. And making the government bigger is never a good solution. Never. But at least his heart's in the right place. Anyway, I thought I'd share this with you because, it's important to point out the things you get right so that people understand that you're not just on here talking for no reason. I have another one for you. Let's see. 13 minutes and 23 seconds. Should I do the other one now? No, I think I'll do it in a separate video. That way it's shorter. So, anyway, I hope everyone has a great day. Please do share this message because people need to know that every time an important person, or seemingly important anyway, tries to stop this stuff, they end up dead. Anyway, hope everyone has a great day. And until next time, kill the state, save your children.